All right, so welcome back to another one of me and Vicky's little videos. We have just finished another cohort of our long COVID breathing classes, and we just wanted to share a couple of things that we're super excited about and just so genuinely grateful that this is what we do. It feels like the most amazing job. It almost doesn't feel like a job, because it just feels like such a wonderful thing to be doing, to be working with these people who we get it because we've been there, or maybe even are still there. Um, so yeah, I absolutely love doing this. I love connecting with these people. I love seeing them learn and improve and learn new strategies. I think it's just wonderful.
Well, I'm going to add to that this week I have cried twice. I always cry at the end of our classes because it's so, I suppose it's like sending someone off to college. You give them the groundwork, but at the same time, everyone in our classes start connecting. And I always think back because we send out the recordings and I watch that first recording and you see this transformation from the first class to the 12th class. You see this transformation and you get to know these people. And I think that's part of the sadness. It's like we might never see them in person, but it's they've changed our lives, and we've given them a tool.
Absolutely. And I actually love what you just said just then about we might never see them in person, because one of my March people did actually visit in person, and I got to meet her and give her an actual physical hug. And it was just such a beautiful moment. I wanted to cry. It was so lovely. And these people, we connect with them online, but yeah, that was a really special moment. But you know I didn't realize this video was going to talk so much about crying. But I felt like I was going to cry reading out testimonials at a presentation we did the other day. And there was one that really sprung to mind just there, which had a line in it about we laughed and cried together. And I think that was really true, because everybody we're coming together through this kind of common experience, which is not a happy one. And so many of these people are really suffering and having this, really horrible experience, and yet to come together and do this really practical thing, learning to breathe properly, learning to regulate our nervous systems through these exercises, learning these tools that we can literally use in everyday life, whether we're sick or not, to help, but also joining together and, making friends, connecting with people. And it's just very, very lovely. And now I feel like I'm going to cry.
Well, and the other thing about these classes, and I know the first time I ever saw someone else in a Zoom meeting that had long COVID, and you watch these people when they come into our classes, and that is the same for them. And we know how emotional that is because we
Yeah,
often feel so alone when we're dealing with this. And as soon as you see that there are five other people that are dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with, we know the symptoms are different. We know everyone's experience of it is different, but it is such a calming and supportive. And, I'm always so, it makes me so happy that humans are so kind. The fact that in our classes, people share, they're compassionate with the other class mates, and they do stay in touch. And it's like we said, this is not an emotional thing, but it really does bring together people who are going through a very similar experience, and now they know that they're not going through it alone. And I
yeah.
think that's one of the wonderful things about these classes. um, So just to finish, guys, we are starting our next lot of classes in September. So if you're interested, if you're watching this and you're feeling alone, or you're feeling like you would like to join one of our classes, go to longcovidbreathing.com. You'll find all the information there. I know September's a long way off. We've also got some workshops coming up. So if you would like to join us, please just send us a message.
We would love you to join us.